Bo bo bo, man selector. Man like the Prodigal Rasta. They both in the area. I drop some roots and culture. Rhyming slang. Hey, I just thought I'd switch on briefly because I'm not really doing much filming in Cambodia this time round. I'd like to tell you why, but in the Spanish video, I kind of dragged everybody down a little bit, you know what I mean? And I want to give you a little bit of a break from reality, but I really do need to give you a Prodigal Rastaman breakdown for you to understand the way in which Siem Reap has changed. Because I tell you what, man, it's changed a lot. I'm still getting enough judginess out of it, but trust me, the place has changed a lot. Anyway, I'm just waiting for a coach, one of them, them double coaches, to come and pick me up. And we're going to be traveling like hundreds and hundreds of miles down to the south of Cambodia. Then I'm going to jump on a boat and skip across some water and go to this island called Koh Rong. Every single person that I spoke to about Koh Rong said the same thing. The place is just lovely and beautiful. I think it is Cambodia's Zanzibar. You know what Zanzibar is to Tanzania? I think Koh Rong. You know me, always on the lookout for judge on this. So I'm going to go down there and check out and see what I want. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Love ya. Yeah guys, so I didn't expect it to be like this. It's not as modern as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more plush than this. Like, look at the curtains, kind of basic curtains. They're not like velvet or nothing, It just about accommodates a 6'1". No, it doesn't actually. I'm going to have to be a little bit bent when I'm sleeping, but I thought the bus was going to be. This is like a single decker with 2 decks of beds in the single deck. It's not like one of them long buses, you know them long technologically advanced buses. It's not one of those. I think he works in some capacity. Let me just show you. Can you see, like? Really nothing special, and there's no seats. Shit, it's just taken off now. I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable, I can't see the driver, I can't see what he can see, and we're going to be pelting through Cambodia late at night. I don't know if I can put my faith in it, but I guess I've got no choice. I just don't want to be a statistic, do you know what I mean? I don't want you to hear about me on the news. None of you are going to give it to us anyway, but I just don't want to be a statistic, man. I don't want to go out like that, you know what I mean? And like I say, man, this is like an old coach, and if we crash, all these metal parts are just going to go right into me, you know what I mean? If it was one of the modern ones, maybe there might have been some kind of steel outer coating, but there ain't nothing with this one, man. So if we crash, I'm done for. There's a double bed over there. Oh, this coach better be full, because if it's not, I'm moving into that double bed, because that will be just about right. Even though it won't be right on lengthwise, I'll at least be able to, star-shaped kind of business. On this one, you see how wide this is to my body? You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I've been in worse situations than this, man. So, I guess I'll love you and leave you, yeah? Then maybe I'll switch on. I don't think I'll switch on when I get there because I'm going to be too tired. I think we get there in the morning about 6 o'clock. So I'll probably switch on again tomorrow afternoon when I'm on Koh Rong, yeah? So I'll speak to you later, peeps. Love you. 6 in the morning and we've just arrived. I can see a lot of those buildings. There is sort of history to this area. The Chinese invested a lot of money down here and they built up a load and loads of casinos, and there's a lot of kind of development in this place. It's called Sihanoukville, but the Cambodian government changed their policies with regards to gambling and all that kind of crap, so they couldn't use a lot of the infrastructure that they built. So this entire coastal area here now is kind of built up and it's kind of derelict, and it's just not very nice coast, you know what I mean? That's a complete contrast to where I'm going, yeah? It's so built up around here, I can't even see the water. You know, they've dropped us off and I literally can't even see the water. Yeah, sorry about the puffy face, everyone. Obviously I haven't had a chance to freshen up or anything, but I've managed to locate the water. Yeah, because it's getting a little bit lighter now. I could just see through the cracks, and yeah, there's lots of ferries and stuff over there. I guess that we're going to be getting one of those. And like I say, the Chinese completely fucked up the whole of this area, and apparently it's meant to be a real dive. It's meant to be really, really horrible because it's just concrete everywhere and it's kind of derelict. And when I was kind of doing my research, a lot of people who had been here prior to the Chinese doing all the development said this is one of the most beautiful places around, but it's just a dive now, and nobody comes here, nobody likes it. Somehow Cambodians managed to get pushed around a lot, you know. It's a real shame. But all that's coming to an end. No more suffering for them. Paradise, man. It's been pissing down with rain since I've been here. Check it. I'm just waiting for that to go before I heard that my hotel is just up there, so I don't really want to get a tuk-tuk or anything because it's within walking distance. But yeah, got to wait for this rain to stop before I make a move. It's always sunny on this island, and since I've been here it's just been cloudy, and I really understand that because I'm Jaja's favourite, you know, and I can't understand why he's doing that, but because like I say, I've been here a couple of days now and I've had a motorbike for a little while. This is where I hire my motorbike from, this guy here. It's just on a hill. That hill goes down to the main kind of harbour area. This is a little fishing village where I'm living. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and locate a couple of places on the island that I've never been to. I'll tell you what, let me just quickly show you a map and I'll be able to explain what I mean. Right, okay, so this is where I am. This is where I've been plotting since I've been here. Now, I've ridden up here many times because obviously this is west facing, so we're going to get the best sunsets here. I haven't had anything since I've been here because, like I say, it's been overcast and cloudy all the time that I've been here. This bit over here, I've been here as well. It's quite easy to kind of navigate yourself around this whole area of the island. I've never been as far as Coconut Beach, so I'm going to try and hit Coconut Beach today. And if possible, then I'll try and head up to this Pagoda Beach, well, Palm Beach. I don't know if that's referring to these two little sub-islands here, or whether it's just this beach here, I'm not sure. But if I can get up to this area here, that would be great. And who knows, I might even be able to get up here as well. Hopefully I can take it all in one day. But anyway, that's the plan. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm just going to hold this in my hands, folks, and one hand riding through the countryside, but I want you to see a little bit of what I see. Yeah. I was riding through the countryside, yeah. I just kind of came to this kind of opening. So I just carried on riding through it, a couple of old sort of derelict kind of buildings and stuff. And I've just kind of come to this pier. It's like a, basically look, you've got a kind of village there, kind of thing. And at the end of the village, there's a sort of like pier thing. And as you can see, there's like a boat. Like I say, I haven't got the slightest idea where I am. I don't know if this guy here is going to speak English. I'm going to go and ask him. He's doing sugarcane juice, so I'm obviously going to get, because I'm really thirsty, man. Can you look? The sun is peering down on us, man. If he speaks English, then I'll ask him where we are. See? So look, can you see them? They're drying all the fish. Can you see all that fish that they're drying on the side there? See how lovely it is here. Don't you think it is ironic, yeah, that the most recent video that I made in Alicante, right? And they had all these modern buildings and all this modernity, all these lovely, you know what I'm talking about. And here, I mean, like, this island is a ragamuffin, man. It's ragamuffin, but over here I have orgasms every 2.5 minutes. Just looking at the beauty. Do you know what I mean? But when I was in that duppy country, Alicante, seriously, man, I had to cower because the beast was everywhere. You know? So obviously the beast was everywhere. Anyway, let me ask my friend here if he's Excuse me, sir. Hello. Could I have a sugarcane juice?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you speak English? A little. Yeah. Where are we? Where is this place?
Yeah, I live.
Sorry?
I live here.
What is it? Is this pagoda?
No.
Where are we? Oh, you don't understand?
Yeah, don't understand.
Okay. No problem. There's a couple of English people. Well, I don't know if they're English. They look European. Let me go and ask them. Excuse me. Are you English?
No, French.
Oh, you're French?
Yes.
But you speak English?
Yes, and you can.
Do you know where are we here? What is this part?
I can show you.
Oh, you got the map? Yeah?
Yes.
We are here.
Where your green, where that green arrow is?
The name of the town.
Oh. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I've actually gone past. Do you remember that I said there was Coconut Beach on the far eastern side? I've gone up beyond that. You know, I would never have had any idea that I'd gone this far, right? But I'm beyond that, and I'm sort of like further up in the island. I'm going to keep trying to go further up until I get right to the top of the island, because it might be the only time I ever get the opportunity. Anyway, let me see if is that my sugarcane juice? Oja. Oja. Sugarcane juice is absolutely amazing. And I told you, look, this is medicine, yeah? We learned that when we were in Africa, remember? Can you see how blue the water is there? And beyond the water, can you see that little kind of scene where, you know, you've got that kind of little fishing boat and you've got the rocks and... So, and if I pivot around here, can you see... Hello? What's your name?
My name is Jaja.
Your name is what?
My name is Jaja.
Isakcha. This is my friend Isakcha. Say hello to them in England. Say hello.
Hello.
This is a nice little stop off, you know. This is what I mean. This is why I love this island. You can just stop at little places. You can get a mango juice or a banana shake or this, which is probably the best thing. Apart from a coconut, this is the best thing you can get. Hiya. What's your name? Your name is what? Say hello. Say hello to them in England. Say hello.
What?
Say hello. Say hello. I haven't even paid this guy for the fee, right? So I'm going to pay him, jump on a motorbike, and see if I can head towards somewhere that I intend to go to. I didn't intend this, and even though the guy showed me on his phone, I still don't really understand where I am. I'm just going to give these kids a little bit of calm. Sorry for the bumpiness, guys. As you can see, these roads are not paved. I just arrived at, this is Coconut Beach. So, I'm at the far eastern side of the island. So let's jump off the motorbike and see where I'm going. I always keep leaving the keys in the motorbike. Seriously, man, I'm getting senile as I get older. It's a good thing Jaja loves me, man, because seriously, I should have lost about 16 motorbikes by now. I'm always leaving my keys in them. Do you know the other morning over in Siem Reap, I went through the whole night, got up in the morning, came downstairs, walked to my motorbike. Just below the handlebars on the motorbike, you've got two little pockets where you can put things. The night before, I stopped and I got a coconut, and I put my wallet in one of these things after, right? So when I came downstairs, my wallet was there, outside the building, peering out. Do you know what I mean? Sun peering down on it. Anyone could have taken it and run off. Do you know what I mean? And I came out of the house and I saw it there. That is how I know that I'm Jaja's favourite. No doubt about it. Yeah? Yeah? But anyway, this is Coconut Beach here, and I'm literally just seeing it for the first time. Very pretty. Oh my god, very pretty indeed. Oh my god, the water. got a little swing in the middle of the water. Fucking love this place. Did you see that? Just beyond midway up the island on the eastern side. So today I'm going to have to go the same distance from my place to here to the top, and I hope that I get to the top, because, well, so what's it like? Do you do like soft milkshakes and things like that? Yeah, milkshake. Yeah. Fruit shake, mango, pineapple, banana, passion. What's that? Watermelon and avocado. What shall I have, guys? No. I need sweet and vision. It dog shit, you are not it. Right, not passion, guys. It dog shit, you are not it. Not pineapple. It dog shit, you are not it. Right, mango. Mango shake, please. We're having mango today, guys. Right, I'm just gonna go for a little walk. Swings and hammocks. But yeah, like I was saying, man, it's so amazing that a place so ragamuffin, yeah. Put it this way, right? You know the locks on my door, right, in my hotel? They're padlocks. They give you padlocks. And, you know, it's like my hotel has been handmade. It's all wood and it's been handmade. And they've handmade it with those big slabs of wood. So the stairs, nobody really measured anything. So they're so steep. You know, I have to really sort of like climb up the stairs. Like I say, I don't have no air conditioning. I've just got 2 fans, a bed, very, very basic. And they give you this really tiny little cover. Because, you know, obviously you don't really need cover over here. So, I mean, I can understand that this is a very, very tiny beach, but if you look how far out that guy is there, yeah, and see how he's standing up. It's only up to his shins, and he's that far out. So, well, you know what I'm saying, don't you? And look how blue it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, I wonder how far they got with my mango. Got back in them. Right guys, I'm just chilling underneath a tree. I don't know why, but it's swinging sideways. Let me try that again. There you go. Yeah. Oh fuck, it's swinging again. Sideways. Oh my god, what's going on? Anyway, I just wanted to kind of report to you guys that, you know, I had a little bit of a setback in one of my court cases, you know, because I'm actually still doing my litigation and everything, you know, because I'm not on holiday. I keep telling you lot, I'm not on holiday. I don't do holidays. There's never a time in my life that anyone decides what mode I'm in. You know, so I don't do holidays. I'm not in Christmas mode. I'm just in the Prodigal Rastaman and the Jaja living mode. Yeah? It's just me and Jaja, man, and nothing can distract us. Nothing can distract us. Oh God, man. But anyway, yeah, I had a little bit of a setback. It's not a major setback, and it doesn't mean that I lose the case, but it just means it's going to be slightly more difficult than it would have been, because effectively there are these people called the ICO, right, and I reported a person to them. Now, I brought a bunch of evidence to them, to the ICO, and what they're meant to do is assess the evidence and decide whether they're going to prosecute themselves. I mean, I will never get anything from anything the ICO does, apart from the fact that I get not a recommendation, like the opposite of a recommendation, something to say that these people fucked up, basically. And then in my proceedings, I can use that against them. But what the ICO does is they've come back to me and they've said that they're not going to pursue it with them. And my assessment of the reason why they've done that is just because this is a very small case. It's a very small time case. You know, there ain't no big money, there ain't no big organisation So I think the ICL just said, look, it's not worth us putting all our effort into it. We're still going to keep this on file, and they suggest that I continue to you my justice through the courts. So it's not a loss, but it's just a little bit of a setback. You know, I mean, I'm not going to lose this case. I can't lose it. But if I don't destroy it the way that I want to, I don't really mind. I don't really care. For me, this whole case with this guy is just practice for the big one. When I say big one, I say that because it's a major corporation, one of the biggest insurance companies that I'm going after. I say going after, it's only it's a personal thing, but you know, they have got the ability to fight back and they know the law and everything. So if I don't win this one, it's just because of David and Goliath thing, you know what I mean? But the other one was just practice for this one, really. So whoa, guys, this is a crazy swing, man. It goes left to right. Sorry about it, guys. Oh my god. Right. So we're here, guys. I think this is Pagoda Beach. I think that I've ridden down into a little resort though, because I think there might be another entrance to the actual beach, but look, left the key in my motorbike again. Oh my god, there's a lady at reception, so I'll ask her a few questions. You know me. Hello. Is this Pagoda Beach?
Yes.
Pagoda Beach, yeah?
Yeah.
And this is
Private.
it's private.
Yes. Yeah. But you can visit here also, and because
But are you telling me the whole of Pagoda Beach is private?
what is a private resort? It is private.
So normal Cambodians are not allowed to go into...
You can visit also, but just the tanks are a little bit far and private because we respect to another country.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll just get a drink and then have a look at the beach. I'm not going to be here long. Okay?
Thank you so much for your understanding.
Akon.
Enjoy your day.
Akon. See, lovely she is. Thank you so much for your understanding. That's what I keep telling you, man. This place it's like Jamaica, but without the attitude. Do you know what I mean? Without the aggression and without the animalistic behavior. This is what it's like Jamaica, you know? And before you cuss me, let me tell you something. I don't care about your friendship, yeah? I don't want to be your friend. If you don't check for me, unsubscribe, don't like, piss off. Do you know what I mean? Jaja loves me, and that's all that matters. Right, yeah? Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hi, today's good.
Say hello to my friends.
Hello, my friend.
See, I told you, man. No attitude. No attitude. Right. I think pineapple. Maybe pineapple. Do you do milkshake?
Maybe mango with passion is more good.
Mango and passion. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Mango and passion. Akon. Very plush. Now I've been told that I've got to be respectful to the guests, right? So I'm going to try and keep my voice down. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, but if I am being rude, I don't care. What do any of you lot do to me? You don't show me no friendship. None of you lot show me any friendship. So I don't give a toss, you know? I want to be your friend, but if it requires me to compromise my principles, one iota, you. Do you know what I mean? Piss off. Yeah? I've got one friend. I don't need none of you lot. So let's just call it, yeah? Wow. 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 I'm going to do a spin so you can see me while you look at it, right? but I'm going to turn it around in a minute so that you can see it all for yourself. Oh my God, Ja. This is amazing. This is amazing. You know, how can I say it? It's not on a par with African beaches. Africa has got better than this, but in Africa they don't present it like this. You know, in Africa things are not so kind of laid back, and it just seems everything's more easily accessible at places like this, you know. But check the white sands, man. Fucking hell, this place is something else. I'm telling you, man. Fuck. See, they've got the little swings. They've got the little bar at the beach with the swings. Hey, listen, I'm gonna, I ordered a drink and then I just walked off. So let me just go back and grab my drink. I'm not gonna be here long anyway. I mean, I'm glad that I've seen Coconut Beach and I've seen Pagoda Beach, but I'm gonna try and go up a little further. I want to be able to say that I've seen the whole island, you know? Hang on a minute. Sorry. Look at all these beautiful green mangroves, man. Fuck hell. What are these? Massive acorns. I was riding down through the streets the other day, right? I know one or two of you know this already, but I just kind of stumbled across all these little paper strewn all over the road. So I stopped my motorbike, jumped off, ran back, and I thought it was Khan. So I just started to pick up all this Khan, pick up all this money, you know what I mean? And I shoved it in my pocket and then fucked off back down to Cold Touch. And I sat down, and it was like $100 and something, you know? So I keep telling you, look, I'm Jaja's favourite, but you don't believe me, you don't understand. You think I'm... But anyway, overpriced shit like I'm going to be paying in this place, I'm going to use Jaja's money for that. Yeah. Where's my drink? Oh, I can't. Britain's only just put it in the blender, you know. All that time I've been down the beach chatting to you, like, it's only just in the blender. You see how laid back this place is? My new selfie stick is a little bit more souped up than the other one. So I can set it up on the bar here and I can drink my mango and my passion fruit smoothie. Very nice. And I can talk to you. Jaja loves me, man. Mango and passion fruit is the boom lick combination. Goodness, refreshment, and obviously with the passion fruit you get all the seeds and you know, seeds are something that I've kind of got into. You know, since I've entered into Jaja's realm, I have to find things that are highly nutritious, and seeds are something that I've got into, right? And I have to say this is a Prodigal Rastaman saying, right? Since I discovered seeds, I now understand why the birds can fly. Right? I'm going to, that's the Prodigal Rastaman saying. No one else has said that apart from me. Yeah? Because I tell you, it's certainly done me a lot of good. Sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, you know, and they're not even that boring to me anymore. When I first started, you know, since I've been over here, because I brought a bunch of seeds with me to Siem Reap, but I haven't really been eating them because there's so much good fruits and vegetables here, all organic, and you can get good stuff when you go out. Like, because you know, I move with locals. I don't stay in the centre of Siem Reap and stuff. I move with locals on the outskirts, and I try to do what they do. And you know, they've got lots of little ways in which they get good things to the people. You know, women cook things and they take them out to the street and they just sell them en masse. So rather than people at home chopping up fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff, they just go to these women and they just get the basics. So you have women who boil up loads and loads of root vegetables. Like they'll have 3 different types of sweet potatoes, and they'll have one of these, these kind of stands on wheels, and they'll have just a pile of red sweet potatoes, a pile of grey ones, and a pile of something else, you know. So I just go up to her and give her 50 pence, and she give me a plastic bag of the sweet potato things. You know, I might cook a little bit of chicken at home or something, and I'll just mix it in with that. So I've got, you know, you can just kind of get goodness that way. They do the same things with chops, you know, cucumbers and carrots and all these other little different things. They've got these like things that they push around, you know, these glass things, and people just go up to them, give her 50 pence, 70 pence, and then she just digs into it, chucks it into a white bag, gives it to them, and they go home, rather than have to buy all these things up and chop up the vegetables themselves, you know. So yeah, eating and living here is so easy. And one of the things that I find is that my mood doesn't take dips over here. If I'm eating that GM shit every day that I'm eating in the UK, and I've got the satanic cabal that runs the country spraying the sky so I don't get no vitamin D, naturally you're going to get these moods, you're going to get these up and down moods, and then you're going to go around blaming it on yourself. And if you go around blaming it on yourself, you'll get into a downward spiral, and then you get into depression and all that kind of fuckery. But those kind of things don't happen here. So although they have unfortunate situations, like, do you know, one of the things that I don't like about this place more than anything is the way that they treat dogs. Dogs have a rough time over here, but they're allowed to live. You know, they're allowed to roam and go around, and, you know. But you know, they don't have that Western pet mentality. They do for the little furry, fluffy, lovely ones. I noticed that these people love those little, tiny, little, lovely, furry things. But you know, them big dogs, them ragamuffin dogs, man, they got it hard over here, man. I'm telling you, they got to fend for themselves, you know, and some of them are vicious as well. You know, some of them ones in Siem Reap, they're vicious, man. You got to be careful when you're walking down the road sometimes, you know. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just finish this, and because I just looked on the map, and there's about 3 more stops before we reach the top of the island, and that's what I'm gonna do. When I reach the top of the island, I'll probably sit down and just have a meal with you, yeah? Probably do a fish thing. Boom! Shakalaka.